There we go. Okay. Yeah, I am back. Let me just bring up my pop-up chat again. Yeah, maybe I should actually think about taking my own advice and actually just go ahead and just starting up Streamlabs here soon. So I don't have to keep doing this. Just that this... I like the Twitch Studio Beta because of all the stuff they allow to get me to do and stuff, but if it keeps having this problem... But then I gotta go all into the Streamlabs, get all my little things put together again, because I really like how I have this layout set up as. Okay, well, I'm going to see. I think there's now going to be a new quest for me. Let's see what my faction's at. Yeah, I'm now respected. It says a new quest. Where is that new quest at again? I don't think I get it until after I actually defeat the warden. Yeah. Not until I defeat the warden. Okay, well, let me just double check something here. Cool. All right. Debating whether I could do something. Alright, let's go ahead and
see
sell
what's left
all
of
this
my wares
that I do not need. Ooh. Plus 10% of cunning and let's see. I get 14 cunning right off the bat. Pierce resistance, bleeding resistance. Extra armor. Oh, that is a lot better. I lose a lot. I lose some damage per attack, but increasing my cunning and physique. They don't have the bleeding damage anymore. But I do like the resistance in it. All right, we'll sell that. I'll find something better soon. Oh, wait. 4 stuff. 343. Ooh. I'm going to wear this. Increase health and defense ability, energy regeneration, vitality resistance, ether resistance, elemental resistance. I'll go ahead and wear that. The lightning and ether damage, there's the percentages. I don't have that, so it's useless to me. I don't lose anything on my damage per second. Do I? I lose a little bit, probably because of the cunning goes away, the spirit. But I like the elemental resistance, fatality, and ether resistance. And also I can use the extra health. Let's go ban. Damage. Damage and resistance, health regeneration. Yeah, we'll take that. Elemental damage, spirit. Yeah, elemental damage, we don't have that. That's a skill set. So the ribbon. So the stuff here looks good. Alright. Got some notes here. Criminal records, page 2. No.
Iron well spent.
Bloody Jack, reckless murderer and known worshipper of Solol, the heathen god. Reports have been received of Bloody Jack's signature murders. A carved throat and a witch's symbol etched into the left breast, appearing increasingly close to Burwich. Citizens are advised to avoid traveling alone and steer clear of the forest roads whenever possible. News of sighting or proof of death should be brought before Warden Krieg of Burwich Prison. A reward of 400 royal crowns is offered for the successful capture and delivery of Bloody Jack alive. Origins of the Sith, page 3. We don't even have page 201. When the first Sith began to emerge from the area known as Wetmire, it became clear that the Oswald did not create just one Sith. As his laboratory was never uncovered, which we have found, it was on that island. Hey Bargain, thank you for the lurk. As the laboratory was never recovered, officials would have only guessed at the origin of a new species. The Sith were incredibly invasive, easily dominating the local food chain and reproducing at an alarming rate. As their numbers multiplied, the Sith adapted a primitive tribal hierarchy, and certain members of the pack exhibited clear authority over the rest. And perhaps most alarming of all, shamanistic behaviors were reported among the Sith population, indicating a strong connection to the ether and perhaps their unnatural origins. All efforts to exterminate the Sith proved fruitless, for the species simply returned to a new location from hidden nests in caverns. It is without a doubt that the action of one arrogant individual will continue to reverberate across countless generations to come. Alright, I'm going to exit to my menu, reload, so we can try out to see if we can find that key again. But I'm going to take a quick break here. So I will be right back. I'll be on in just a second, everyone. Sorry, we've got to do something real quick. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's go see if we can find one of those keys. I just realized I reset it when I didn't clear out all of Greenwich Estates. Oh well, we'll just take care of his mansion. We'll just make a beeline for it. Well, we also gotta talk to Great Herman. We'll do that first, because he reveals to you a very cool secret location which can give you a good boost of XP. But let's first see if we can take care of these cults here. Maybe tonight I'll go ahead and just bunker down and go ahead and set up Steam Labs, get everything transferred over to there. Whoa, back. Ah, strange key. All right. Looks like a third time was a charm. Well, fourth time now from last weekend. I have a feeling I'm starting to get another sinus infection again. I'm all congested last night. Today, cough, sore throat, got a kind of a headache.
Don't have enough energy.
Alright. Before I venture further into here, I'm going to grab one of bounties, because one of the bounties can be this area here. Now what bounties are is that you can do 5 per game session. They are ways of getting XP, equipment, reputation with the faction. You only can do 5 per game sessions. Once you do
Let's
5,
see what I can do here.
even if you skip some, you have to wait until you restart the game session. Your assistance is invaluable to Devil Crossing, but there is always more that can be done to assist the survivors. Take a look at the bounty. Helion, the rat, and his oversized pet are a menace and a threat to Devil's Crossing. He used to run with a powerful gang that operated outside Burwitch, and rumors is that he is once again gathering followers. His operation must be stopped. Helion was last sighted in Huffery's mine below the 4 hills of Old Arcovia. Conversation will be offered in the form of Iron Bits. He is a second Act 2 boss. I will know there's no way I'll get to him during the stream, so I'm going to go ahead and look for another bounty. Darius Conley has performed atrocious atrocious experiments upon his lackeys with the use of ether crystals. These men now exhibit superhuman strength and speed, but at a terrible price. We cannot risk them ever setting foot in Devil's Crossing. Eliminate them. The prison is short on supplies, but we'll set aside some materials for anyone that deals with the threat. Alright, so this one again is a thing from the Act 2. Let's look again. The Sith are notorious for imprisoning water supplies with the venomous restrictions of their matriarchs. One such matriarch, Celia the Plague, has been spotted coming in and out of a cavern in the Foggy Bank. It is imperative that she is slain before she has a chance to be found what fresh water we have left. The prison is short of supplies, but we'll set aside some materials for you to deal with this threat. I'm going to accept this one. We have an easy way of getting back to those cultists, so we will go ahead. Let's see, let's head to Foggy Bank. I think I know what cavern they're talking about. This one. I'm getting some XP from these guys still too, so that's good. I want to make sure I do some of these bounties before I'm too high level, and then I won't get any benefit from this engaged experience. This might not be the one she's in. But we'll look. Either way, we'll get XP, get loot, monies, stuff. Yeah, I think it's the one that she's in. I think I know which one. It might be the one up above. Now, sometimes with these creatures is they have multiple spawn points, the bosses and the bounties that you get. So sometimes you got to do a little bit of searching. I've done enough of these bounties that I pretty much know where key locations they'll be at. So it's the process of elimination. But there is a website that's very, very useful. There's a wiki for Grimdawn which shows location of all the bounties. So if I ever get stuck, I guess I'll find them. The only thing that frustrates me about bounties is you get a bounty that has a mob or a hero you need to kill. If you already went through that area in the game, you have to restart in order to do it. Excuse me. So like for example, if I got this mission after like last week, after I went through this area, I'll have to restart if I want to get this slip. It's a minor inconvenience though, it's not really that big of a deal. Just a little thing, just that anybody who's looking to maybe play this game, keep that in mind. It's best to grab bounties when you start up a new game session. Take a look what they have. Too bad you can't go back on ones you skipped, though. Because that would be very useful. I really wish that was one of the things they added to the game. I know it's a thing that's been mentioned
My energy is low.
Forums that you should have it that all 5 bounties are available for you. You can pick and choose as you go. But I'm not gonna let it destroy the fun game. Not worth being upset about. Alright, let's go ahead and head for this cabin up here. I think this one should be. Any XP from these guys? Let's see. 9, 4, 8, 9. Yeah. Just not really very noticeable, and it's like only like 1 XP per. But I'll get enough XP from the more bigger guys. Alright, these guys are blue. So I am getting XP. If they were gray, we have a thing up here, it's like here, it says it has 13 highlighted as skill level. And if it's blue, that means I still get XP from them. Now if they're gray, I won't. It goes blue, green, yellow, orange, red. And then, yeah, red is like really super hard. Alright, I think she's up here. In fact, I think I fought her last week. Oh, this is Pomeranian the Forgotten One.
My energy is low.
I need to look to see where her spawn points are. After I defeat this guy here. Oh, here she is. Just the other plague. Alright. I'm gonna loot this stuff around in this little area here. I'm not gonna clear out this cavern. Alright, now let's go. I'm not gonna destroy using my portal. So you only can do 1 portal per time. If I use a portal now, it will take away the one that's inside that cellar. So we'll just take a little bit more of a longer trek to the lift gate down here. Get some XP while you're at it. Alright, here we go. Let's go back to Devil's Crossing. Turn in this bounty. Devil's Crossing Reputation and Frozen Heart. Eternally cased in black ice. Look at the bounty. There's no secret that Capsius was a blood drinker and devout of Keflon, which is unfortunate that he survived the Grim Dawn. Reports have come in for Capsius capturing travelers out on the village outskirts. It's unlikely that he's working alone, so there will be a gathering of cultists around in the area. Anyone to track down Capsius in his hideout and put him down will just be rewarded for some of our scavenged material. This one is inside that cavern, but I have to fight someone else beforehand to get to him. I doubt I'll be able to defeat the first guy, let alone him. So, I'm going to go ahead and get another bounty. The outlaws of the Four Hills and Orlocavia have been a favorite pastime, throwing unarmed prisoners into their pit to face off against Boris. Boris is a butcher who revels in the bloodshed. It's sickening. Whenever he's about the Four Hills, he can be found. Whenever he's about the Four Hills, he can be found in the pit near the coast. Putting him down within his own arena will be a poetic end to the maniac. To see this through, Devil's Crossing has prepared a hefty sum of iron bits as compensation for the death of Boris. Now, once again, that's the second act. And I've fulfilled all the posted bounties in this session. Okay, so we'll go ahead and finish off the cavern as much as we can. I don't think I will be able to defeat Saviar, the Blade at Castellon, but we'll see if we can. Let's see what we can do, though. And then I'll go back up to the estates and take care of stuff in there. Get myself a little more comfortable here. I really could use a new chair.
I'm out of energy.
I really hate these kind of harbingers and stuff. I like to take them out from a distance, because when they die, they explode, and they can be just enough of an explosion to kill you. I'm going to get him down as much as I can. See, the explosion was really powerful. Dark area.
Fresh blood for
I hate these cultists. Slaughter men and children. Men, women, and children. Just for their own depraved rituals.
Don't have enough energy.
This is the faction that wants to see humanity destroyed because the Ethereals use this as a vessel, and they want to stop that from happening. So they brainwash people to do all this bloodletting just so they can eliminate the human race that way by their own hands. Alright, we leveled up. Let's put some into military conditioning. And an Oathkeeper. Let's put one into Safeguard and one into Smite. Alright, so this is going to be the tricky part, is if I can get this guy or not. Now, when I open up the cell door and go in, it will lock behind me. I will not be able to retreat from here. So I will be engaged to fight. But, if I go in here, as you see now, it's...
I can't open that.
Now, I can put a portal right there to allow me to come back again to fight. Let's first increase our... I think I hear somebody talking. Got Marauder's ammo belt. The brandishing 2 pistols sometimes unleash a salvo of arcane infused ammunition. I don't know if it's just me or if there's actually some talking going on. Anarchy. This once holy scepter has been twisted into a current form after being anointed with the living blood of Keflon. It has a lot of chaos stuff in it, so if it was all physical, then this would probably be a very useful weapon for me to have. It's like I'm getting a back echo or something. Sometimes hear it, sometimes I don't. Okay, well. Now I want to take out this guy's Harbinger first. And always get... Oh, when he puts down that sigil, you want to get out of there.
I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready.
I might be able to do that. It makes me kind of upset now. I didn't take that last bounty.
I don't have enough energy. I'm out of energy.
I'm gonna get this guy out.
I can't do that yet. I'm out of energy.
Get this guy out.
That skill's not ready.
There we go. Got him. That's really weird. I don't know why I'm hearing voices. Not a good sign. as I even cast this, and I
My energy is low.
I think he could appear in different areas of the cell too, so could be that hour, not the area where he would have been at. Got ourselves another note. I think I know where that voice is coming from. I'll be right back. I'm going back in. Here we go. I am back. Alright, so yeah, let's see some good loot here. Alright, so we can now go ahead and use the portal to head back to Burbage Village. And we will head up, just make a beeline for the estates. Killing anything that's in our way first. Gotta get that. That's gonna be there. We'll ignore most of the mobs. Oh, I don't have a moderator. Do I have a moderator? Shreks, are you there? Okay, well, I actually was able to get him. I banded him. Yeah, we got a IOCAN hero, yeah. Spam. But hey, you know, when you get spam, you might be doing something right. Fortunately, most of my moderators are either working or on, so. I understand why people would think that it would be a good idea to try to create a thing where you can buy things, but it's such a cheat. I get it there in my own way, right? That I know the people watch, people follow me, and people I think say I bought them. Besides, it probably costs more to. Amount that you get from becoming an affiliate probably won't cover the amount of followers and viewers you have, by how much you have to pay to keep them. Just like how you could do good, like in some games where people pay people to play to do grinding for them in a game. So what's the point of playing a game then if you have someone else playing it for you? Alright, so this is a crazy guy. Harvey the Drifter. You broke my door. Oh no, the rotten rollikers are going to hear you. They're going to find little Walter and me. Wait, you're not a rotten one. No, you couldn't find us if you were. You'd never think to look here. Alright, you say Devil's Crossing is safe. I can take you there. From Burwich. You've been here the whole time. You don't have to worry about the rotten ones anyway. I'm here to purge them. Were you just talking to that doll before I walked in? A lot of these will lead you into him attacking you. So you could do, but to find out about a secret area, you can say, you're from Norwich? Yes, I knew they were coming. The rotten ones, I knew it. I tried to warn everyone, all my family. They just all call me crazy. I wanted to save them, but I couldn't stay here. Don't you see? I have no choice. I had to hide. After the Walter ones killed everyone in town, everyone but little Walter, I came back. It's clever, don't you see? And the swamp down. But they will never think to look in the town again. Okay, tell me about the area. Do you know which one the warden is? Do you know the one called the warden is? How do you survive down here all alone? What did you do before the Grim Dawn? Say, you can tell me about the area. What? Harvey doesn't leave home much except for the rotting ones come home. When Harvey hides in the passageway under the bridge, leads to the old hollow hills. When he dead there. Oh, you have a passage. Thanks. What did he used to do beforehand? What did he do before the Grim Dawn? Harvey was a trapper and a trader. Sold furs in Malmouth across the lake. Lived here with little Walter and a beautiful wife. They're gone now. Gone. And now you made little Walter cry. Is little Walter that creepy doll? You know that's doll, right? How do you survive here all alone? Alone? What do you mean? With Walter and I? We were just walking in this clever spot while everyone else turned into rotten ones. I fled into the swamp before the rotten ones came. My wife wouldn't leave. She thought the village was the safest place. She wanted to let me take her little son. She got me crazy. She's rotten now. Walking the streets with the others. But I came back for Walter. And here he is, alive as can be. Poor guy. Do you know where the warden is? Oh, no, not that one. Lives up the hill near the road. In an evil house where people scream. Always screaming. Always knew there was something off about that place. People and I were crazy. People said I was crazy, but who's crazy now? It's actually helpful, thanks. And let's see if we can take him to Devil Crossing. Devil Crossing is safe, I can take you there. No, can't go. Nowhere is safe but here. This is where I have to stay. Yes. You don't have to worry about the wrong ones anymore. You're the person. What? No. If you kill them, they come back. They search for the living and they'll find Harvey and little Walter. We're safe here. We'll never look. You ruin everything! After I say the warning, you'll need to hide. Be safe. No. Too risky. I can't let you leave here alive. Never mind, I'm sorry. And he'll attack. Pretty easy to kill. It's kind of sad, but, you know, he lost his family, he lost his son. He went crazy, and he's out of his misery now. I really wish there was an option to save him. I mean, you could leave him alone, not kill him. But I want to show you all the dialogue options. And when he said that she wouldn't allow him to take his son, right there and then he knew that his son was dead too. Only she listened to him. If he survived, she might have survived too. Their son. We could have taken him to Burwich and be safe there. But this is the hidden passage we were talking about underneath the bridge. There's multiple little secret areas here and there throughout the game. So how are we going to play this? I think we might be able to get to the warden before the end of the stream today. That'd be great. We can start next week with Act 2. Also, I'll show you the Hidden Path quest. It's a hidden quest that you only can activate with the keen eye. I accidentally activated one time just by random circumstance. I had to look up a guide though in order to complete the quest, but I didn't have to look up the guide in order to activate the quest. Right now we only have one simple quest. Access the Warden Cellar. Oh, there's something up there.
Energy is low.
Man, I went through a lot of energy potions with this one. That was Dangerous Domain. This is going to continue with Dangerous Domain, where marked player has reduced defensive ability, but damage is magnified. So I do a lot more damage. Total damage is modified by 8%. Now, elemental burn, frostbite, and electrical damage are increased by 100% themselves, but I think I still don't have anything in that realm. No, I don't have any. I'm gonna add these modifiers. Well, poison, I got a little bit of poison, but it's the physical it's the big one. I really want to get some pierce and some traumas because the modifiers I have for it. Percentage doesn't really count. There's no damage shown with it. You can't do 16% with 0 is still 0.
Don't have enough energy. out of energy.
Man. Oh, holy place. Looks like I'm ready to level up too. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and creep some more into our cunning. And skills, go to soldier, play some more military conditioning, do some more Minhar wheel. And our bookkeeper, we're going to actually expand our level in that skill. So a little bit more left to do in this little region here.
My inventory is full.
Let's see, we might look at that page, this one. Record Keepers, page 3. Everett the Bloodbound, a heathen and a blood drinker, known associates of Catholic cults and suppliers for the heretics. Oh, excuse me. What a frog in my throat there. When confronted by the law, Everett unleashed a fury of arcane atrocities upon the enforcers and escaped. Extremely dangerous individual. Personnel not trained to deal with the heathen arts are advised to stay clear. News of sighting or proof of death should be brought before Warden Krieg of Burwich Prison. A reward of 1,200 royal crowns is offered for the successful capture and delivery of Everett the Bloodbound alive. Seems kind of curious of why he wants all these people alive. They sound like they're extremely dangerous being alive. 9 years Green's hand cannon, taken from the cold dead hands of a Blackwater bandit. Oh, I never had this one before. I'm definitely going to save that for my commando. Alright. Oh, some more. Rise up from the graves. Alright, so that's it. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and head on back. Well, it'll be a lot faster if I just go ahead and go back to the village and walk up towards the mansion. Now we will take the fight to Warden Krieg. But I probably should go and drop off my inventory. I'll do that in a second once I get up to there. See if we can push as much as we can into our sack. Goodness. Alright, so we go through here. Gonna go around against this barricade. Just think of the XP. Alright, here's the mansion. flag walkers around his area.
My energy is low.
Those flowers just kind of fabulous with song. This game does have a very dark palette of colors. Mostly brown, grays, and blacks. Almost died. Oh, come here, Munchkin. Okay, everyone. I'm sorry about that. We have a patio in our back in our area. We occasionally get a squirrel, and our cat really loves watching the squirrel. Well, we decided we were going to put some bird feed out there so we can get birds and squirrels on our patio for our cats, entertain them, because cats love watching birds, squirrels, and other animals. Because the reason why on YouTube there's cat TV channels, which are just nothing but birds and squirrels and stuff like that for them to look at. And we had our first squirrel. Oh, thank you, Heather. Yeah. Here we go. You didn't miss anything.
My inventory is full.
But we had our first squirrel come by after we put out the bird feed, and we really wanted Munchkin to make sure he didn't lose the opportunity to watch him. So I had to track down a cat. Let's see, what can we get rid of here? So I can take this. Well, let's go ahead and read these real quick. Alright, so we got Journal of Inquisitor Creed, 3rd entry. I finally arrived in Burwich after passing through the dismal area known as Whitmire. For years, tales of supernatural occurrences have circulated about Whitmire, and indeed the name itself makes one uneasy. I have put much stock in them, but my recent experience led some credence to the old tales. Nevertheless, I reached my destination, and it seems the warden of Devil Crossing, who resides in Burwich, somehow anticipated my arrival. Remember, we read about how that Arbor Man was thinking about sending word for an Inquisitor to come down here because he was suspicious of what the warden was doing. A footman greeted me as soon as I entered town and insisted I accept Krieg's invitation to be put up in this manner. I find this very peculiar, but I have accepted the offer as it will be my best chance to investigate the manor itself. I'm going to make this entry short as I have been summoned to join Craig for supper in the dining hall. It should prove illuminating. Inquisitor Creed, Entry 4. I've been a guest of Warden Krieg at his manor for over a week now, and my suspicions that something terrible is going on here grows with each day. Every day I set out for some destination in or around Burwich to investigate some other unusual crime or ominous rumor. Some are easily dismissed as more mundane human crimes or merely fantastic tales, but many of my investigations have come to a darker conclusion. I feel there's a pattern emerging here, but I cannot yet put the pieces together. These are peripheral cases through, and the main purpose of my involvement in them is to give pretense of my prolonged stay in Burwich. Krieg himself has become the focus of my primary investigation, despite an overwhelming conviction that Krieg is not what he appears to be, is almost certainly involved in some sort of unnatural activity. I have found no unreviewable evidence of wrongdoing that could be used to open an official inquisition. Much of the manor itself is closed off to me. There are some rooms upstairs from which Krieg and other visitors come and go, but I'm not permitted to enter. Stranger yet, I have woken in the night with the sounds of creaking of wagons moving along the road, or when I look out my window out in the village and I see nothing. There's these sounds coming. Where are these sounds coming from? The game of cat and mouse continues, but as yet I'm not certain who the cat and who is the mouse. These things about Investor Krieg and what he's investigating stuff would make for a great movie. Like a prequel Grim Dawn movie. Investor Krieg investigating just before Grim Dawn hits. Warden Krieg's journal. I have taken possession of my assigned vessel, the local prison warden. I appeared to him in his bedchamber and proposed a joining. I have anticipated fear and skepticism from these humans, but apparently is all too ready to enter into any particular pact which we believe will profit them. Krieg was not a particularly strong-willed human, but he is persistent and constantly scratches at my consciousness. I have him under control, though. Krieg's position as a altercator for other humans will greatly facilitate our efforts. His expansive dwelling has a massive cellar that I believe we can use to fashion an underground transit to conceal our activities in the transport of bodies. There's much work ahead to prepare for a glorious dawn, but I have rather enjoyed this physical body, as many advantages. Alright, so Krieg allowed him to enter into him, but now realized that he was lied to, that the ethereal will take over his entire body and he has no control over it. So I promised a bunch of riches. That's the thing about this warden. For being a prison warden, he has the biggest mansion in all of Burwich. How are you doing today, Heather? supposed to be the warden's cellar.
I can't carry anymore.
That's any better. That's just fire damage and burn damage. That's not better. Belt. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope Alex gets better. I'm doing all right. I kind of slept in a little bit more than I wanted to, so I was late to the stream today, but I'm here now. Because I just really needed that extra sleep. Oh, this is what it has. Pierce damage, cunning, elemental resistance, better than normal. Pierce resistance too. Gives me some cunning. And it gives me reading of steel. 20% chance when hit. In the blink of an eye, hundreds of phantasmal blades encircle you at lethal speed, cutting down foes. This might actually be a very good helmet to wear. I still get the pierce damage. I lose the bleeding damage, but I don't have any bleeding points to begin with. I lose out of the physique, but I get the cunning, the pierce resistance, and more elemental resistance. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that guy on. Alright, let's head back into town real quick and let's sell off all our stuff that we don't need. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the warden by end of stream. I forgot about the whole cellar part. That could be a pretty long segment. We'll see what we can do. We can at least probably get to his laboratory.
See anything you like?
Start doing now for for how level 24 for 23. It's too good to pass up. This one that puts me over 1,000. I'm going to have that guy. That's for sure. Alright, this I'm going to save. 250 piercing damage, pierce damage. Music, spirit, and cunning. Oh, yeah. That's that. Pierce damage, pierce damage. Oh, cunning. There's another one of those new badges that I can get. This one gives me physical damage, pierce damage, health, physique, poison and acid resistance. Not as much as the other one though, but I get more experience gained. And I get health and physique out of it. I need to be level 32, so I'm going to save that. Ooh, where the hell did I get that one from? Must be a really rare drop I got it from. That. Alright, let's go up to our smuggler, put some stuff in the stashes.
I'll keep your stash safe.
I'm sure you will. It'll be your hide. Alright, over in here, we'll drop off that poison. Drop off this health here. As we fill our energy potions. And I'll place that in here.
It's safe with me. Promise.
I think I may have sold something I didn't want to sell right off the bat. Let me check. No, not you.
See anything you like?
Yeah, this water belt, emerald belt. Yeah, I actually want to save
Well
that.
spent.
What I like is you can buy, if you sell something, you don't have to worry about buying it back at the upped charge, although it would be if you bought it from camp. But I want to save that water belt. Alright, I think we're reaching level for these stuff now. Yeah, level 25. We're getting close to there. So, let's see here. I'm going to need something that can work with shields. I'll read these things out. Mistborn Talisman. A symbol of expertise in the art of wielding two melee weapons at the same time. That would be good for if you were a Shadow Blade. Calamity. Unbridled Destruction. Gives me physical damage and Calamity. 50% chance on attack. A burst of searing brimstones erupt from you, causing physical and fire damage. Corruption. Suffering of Karn made manifest. Acid and Chaos. Those are good for Anarchist. Cultists. Equilibrium. Balance in the elemental sea of unrest. This will be good for any magic wielding ones, which will not be me. It gives you tranquility. Overwhelm nearby enemies with your mind. Favor. Fury in all things. Lightning, fire. Be good for elementalists. Enter a fervor state of eagerness to tear your foes to shreds. Fortitude. Bravery in battle. Well, here's shield damage block. Increase stun duration, increase armor, shield bash. Bash your foes with your shield, sending them into a daze. Maybe. Glacier, cold of ice in the heart of stone. Get an ice surge, channeling chilling energies through your very core, causing enemies that strike you to occasionally trigger a surge of ice. That will be good for someone who's an ice mage. Gluttony, endless hunger, vitality damage. To health, breath of death, a wave of vampiric energy erupts from you. This will be good for another occultist. Guile, stability in its wit over brute force and muscle. This will be good against one of the blade sword. Piercing damage, cunning. Guile is your cunning intellect inspires your allies to better predict your enemy's actions and land devastating blows. Affects all people around you, allows them to fight better. I don't know if it's really worth that one. It gives you a good amount of physical damage and piercing damage. Gunslinger Talisman. A symbol of expertise in the art of firing two pistols at the same time with lethal accuracy. Good for a purifier or a inquisitor. Hysteria. Madness beyond death. Summon Crab Spirit. Bind a spirit of a swamp creature to serve you. The spirit chills foes with its icy attacks. That'd be good for like a shaman. Oh, and this one here, volley. Unleash a calculated volley of bullets in your area. Inferno. A contained vengeance of Uzlin. No. Grim Dawn is action RPG. It's not turn-based. It's actually a lot of fun. And how are you, Ringo Sauce? Volcanic Fury fills you with fiery fury, causing your attacks to ignite enemies. Yeah, it's a lot like Diablo. Mistborn Talisman. A talisman carried by trolls to drive them into mindless battle rage that does not end until every enemy lies dead. Get Troll Rage from it. Rage battle like a ruthless half-troll. When used as your default enemy attack, Troll Rage throws you into an ever deeper fury with each strike, at the cost of focus. Your offensive ability lowers, so you'll start missing your attacks. Good physical damage. I'm still thinking about going with Calamity. Got Rampage, Unmatched Passion, to wage war in the name of Odon. Oh, what did you do? Did you do something wrong? Woundation. Reckless devastation. Get some good cutting attack speed. Rapid strike. Begin rapidly striking at the hopes of landing a few stray blows. Defensive ability is not very high. Sanctuary. Safe haven in these trying times. Lowers my requirement for armor, pierce resistance, and stun retaliation. A protective barrier forms around you whenever your enemy manages to find a weak point in defenses, with only a 25% chance of activating. Spectre, a tormented soul stirs within the stone. You get a spectral bolt, unleash a orb of spectral energy that snaps strength from your foes. Ether damage, that'll be good for an anarchist. And the last one of these is Squall, a tremendous spirit of Antros, and Hovian's god of the sky. It's lightning damage. Lightning storm. Summon a storm cloud over the target area, periodically electrocuting enemies that are caught underneath it. Now, Transcendent Relics, I need to be level 50, so I'm not going to go over those until I can actually do those. So I'm going to go with Calamity. Gives me physical damage increase, 5% chance of a 40% physical damage hit, 10% fire damage, and 28 offensive ability. And we get Calamity at a 5% chance of attack, bursting as searing brimstones erupts around you, which does fire and physical damage, 8 projectiles, and also burn damage over 3 seconds. Now, I was kind of also thinking about going for Fortitude, because it increases armor and shield and gives me Shield Bash, but Shield Bash wouldn't be very useful for me because I'm the, oh no, actually it might be pretty good. I like the extra damage. This one doesn't give me any extra damage without using the ability, the Shield Bash. Oh no, the Shield Bash is granted by the item, it's a chance to be used. Ooh. Oh, I am. Oh, Calamity, physical damage. But Fortitude, defensive ability, increased armor, reduced stun duration. I'm gonna go with Fortitude. We need Bristly Fur, Resilient Plating, which we do have one of, and Frozen Heart, and Tinted Brain Matter, and 15,000 Iron Bits. So, combine those together. Can't have it just yet.
Go on
But
now.
there it is, ready for us when we reach level 25. Now let's go back up to the Warden's Cellar. And let's get to his lab. Okay, we can't go further down that way. Let's see what's up here. Cool veins. Alright, we got some little rift squirts and spiders. We got a hero here too. Alright, we got a little secret passage here. Ooh.
My energy is low.
Paying attention to my health. Right through here. This brings us to the other side of the cellar. A little shortcut. Good for like speed runs or just wanting to get through this area again really quick. Of course, I never speed run these kind of games. Part of the reason why I always take forever to finish this. I mean, technically, I'm supposed to reach level 25 by the time I start Act 2. I'm going to be way past level 25 by then. For all the extra grinding I tend to do. Alright, let's go over this way. Sometimes when you see little things like this on the map, it sometimes could indicate there might be a secret area. It's a little hint to you. But there was none there. Alright, let's go around so we can get those mobs down there. Locust gem. Now I'm going to take off rares and just have it that monster and fragrance, epics, and legendary and set, so it show up now for us to grab for inventory. Again. Sometimes rares might be useful. Oh, just take it off. I just might not carry everything back with me. Certain things I'll just leave laying there as they fall. Alright, let's head down this way. Got another monster totem coming up. And we just have a secretary here. And a lot of spiders. Dang. Hidden spoils. Nice. And when you play this game for the first time, there's things that they call one-shot chests, which only opens once. And I think it's per account. But it might be per character. I really don't know, but there are certain chests that you can open up and you will not be able to open up no matter how many times you play a session. I think they're one per character. And there's like, I think like a total of like 50 each game in and around the maps. And they scale with how high level you are. But even if you replay a session, you will not be there the next time you play it. You have one chance to open it. I think it's labeled 2 as a one-shot chest. I don't have to worry about thinking that. I'm trying to guess which one was a one-shot and what kind of Discord, which I want to start putting put a link on the page. I'm going to be labeling it down. Game requests, labels, games that I have. And I'm going to put a vote down on what game I will put for Saturdays. Since No Man's Sky was a bust. I'll iterate again. No Man's Sky was not bad.
My energy
I really
is low.
enjoyed what the changes they made to the game. It's just there's too much downtime. And I don't think it's going to be a very good streaming game. So I need something for Saturdays. And I'm really... I get for talking. So,
Can't do that yet.
you go to my Discord, and then they will say which game you would like to see me play for Saturdays. And I will see which one gets the most recommendation. If there's a tie, then I will just pick from those ones that tied. Because I was looking at all my games last night, and I couldn't really make a decision on what to play next. One of them is going to be Just Cause 3, which I have played a few times on this channel and also on my YouTube channel. But I'm thinking about doing that again, but restarting it. Starting that whole series back up again. If I do Just Cause 3, I will do 4 right afterwards. Tomorrow's Mass Effect. Taking that from my Wednesday stream to tomorrow because of prior engagements on Wednesday. Then on Tuesday, I'll be doing American McGee's Grim Adventures. Wednesday I'm off. Thursday I'll be doing Subnautica. Friday will be... No, Thursday is Throwback Thursday. I'll be doing Star Trek Judgment Rights. Friday would be Subnautica, and Saturday next week will be whatever game gets voted for the most on Discord. I'll put a link on my Discord, also on my Twitter page, which is the same name as my channel, Battle527. Feel free to follow me there too. Welcome back,
Don't
Ringo.
have enough energy.
Rango. How do you pronounce that? Rango. Okay, Rango. All right. How's your Sunday been? Excuse me. Hope you've been having a good weekend. All right, we got everything here. Ah. Those are always good to sometimes do. They gotta get done. Ooh, that just killed me. Standing that liquid too long. Okay, we did everything we can here. No, there's a second hot bar too. You get 2 hot bars of 10. Wait, I just saw a chest. A barrel didn't crack open. Yeah, there's you could do Y while in combat, so you can switch as you're fighting. I'm still pretty early in my character, so I don't have a whole lot of skills just yet. And besides, I'm a warlord, which most of the skills are passive. But in this game, you get to choose your main skill, which is Oathkeeper for me. And then when you reach level 10, you can choose a secondary one, which I picked a Soldier. And therefore it turns me into a Warlord. Looks like we're getting close to his laboratory. See how far I can push this. Looks like that one can't be destroyed. Destroying those bookcases, but some just don't want to be destroyed.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I'm already? Jeez. What's a gift for finding the monster in frequency? Ooh. I lose my seismic blast, but 62 physical damage, 100 second block recovery, 1 second block recovery, but 25% chance of blocking 250 damage. Oh yeah. Thank you very much. Even though this kind of shield like this, I don't know how I'm able to throw it, but I'm able to. That seemed very aerodynamic to me. What are you doing down there? There we go. Alright, we leveled up. So let's see here. Let's add some more intimacy to increase our health. Oh, thank you. See here. I don't see it yet. I've gotten the followers. I'm at 62 followers. I'm working on trying to get my viewership up. I'm at 2.7 right now. I need to get up to 3 to reach affiliate. So I'm getting there. It's a lot of my very early streams only had like 1 or 0 people watching. So that kind of damaged my average a bit. But a lot of those are being pushed aside now, and my later videos, like today and the last several days stuff, has been a lot higher in ways of viewership. Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you. That's going to really help me out. Thank you. It's really nice of you. Ooh, another legit something is right here, too. 26% chance to block 225 damage. Better block recovery. Not as much physical damage. But I get my seismic blast back. And I get armor. Yeah, that's what I've been kind of learning. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Defender Devil's Crossing Shield. Let's see. Skills. Let's do some more into Oathkeeper. And Soldier. Let's go ahead and put some more into military conditioning. Alright, let's go see what's on the other side of this map here. Abandoned storerooms. Oh yeah, there's sometimes where the mobs can come in really aggressive. Especially when you activate a totem or you're trying to cleanse a corrupted shrine. There'll just be mobs after mobs coming out. Each getting harder and harder. It can get pretty hectic at times. Especially when you fight a boss. Like the warden that I will fight here soon, he will bring zombies to help him attack. If you don't watch it, those things can surround you pretty quickly. drop some of my green stuff here because I am not going to keep going back and forth all the time to sell the inventory. I could get a lot of money just by running around and doing quests. Maven's Tome. I can store away. Some of the stuff I would keep to sell. Level 32, level 25. Let's need one more level so we can use that. Yeah, I'm just gonna dump all the green stuff I have because keep all the small stuff though. All that. Oh, my OCD did not like seeing that. But I got this game. You do not really want to be a pack all that much. It's easy to get back into town, but just until you get into the later levels, your inventory is very limited. Right now, I only have a main and a rut sack. Later, I'll get more sacks, and I think I can get up to a total of, I think there's 5 extra slots of inventory you can get. I'm trying to remember exactly how many you do get. But you're stuck with just 2 for quite a while until you get your second rut sack. It's given to you in the quest. I hate the spider things. Those are screech that I hate. Alright, let's clear out this area over here. Before we reach the center cavern area. We got this little dirt path that all comes together into one little central area. We got the outer switch first. One thing about me when these kind of games and stuff is I want to go in every single nook and cranny, every single corner. Marauder's Fury. Judge, Jury, and Executioner. I think I already have the Fury, but it could be that I have Justice, actually. I think I have Fury. Good for my gunslinger. And really, this right here is not where we need to go. By this area, at least. It's like I'm really going to at least be able to reach the cellar. Warden's lab. See if we can get to his chambers before end of stream today. Myself another about 40 minutes. Alright, man. Alright, let's get the shrine taken care of over here.
Energy is low.
Some points into spirit to get my better amount of energy and generation. Go around the other way here. Anything up here? Yeah, we're about ready to reach his lab.
My energy is low.
It's getting really dry. Hydrate. Alright, we have made it to the hidden laboratory. We got ourselves a waypoint here. Got some more journals of the Inquisitor. We'll read those in a little bit. And we reached level 25. I can now put in that relic. And I'm going to do that right off the bat. There we go. We now have more defensive ability, armor. Oh yeah, armor does increase pretty good. Reduce sun duration, shield block damage, and we get shield bash, which has a 15% chance of being used. Excuse me. Ooh, headache. Alright, let's put some more into physique so we can have more health. Program notes. First entry. Command and Control 2. Alright, I think we're pretty safe at the moment, so we can go down here and read these notes. Alright, first of all, we'll do Journal of Inquisitor Krieg, 5th entry. Krieg has gotten the better of me, and I am presently in his mercy, imprisoned beneath his manor. Seeing no other way to progress in my investigation, I forced my way into a locked portion of the manor and found myself in an veritable house of horrors. The unusual sorcery on the locks could have been my first clue that I was dealing with something more extraordinary than just some rogue occultist. My search led me through a room filled with the rotting bodies of men and women subjected to brutal torture or horrible experimentations, or perhaps some mix of the two. Behind the manor, I found a door leading down into the earth beneath the estate, where I found myself quickly lost in an impetuously large dungeon. It wasn't long before I sensed something moving in the darkness all around me, and then they quickly closed in, surrounding me. As I prepared to fight for all I was worth, Krieg massive form emerged from the shadows, his face emotionless. He spoke coolly, as though nothing was out of the ordinary, and invited me to tour his facility. While I had no doubt that something unpleasant was planned for me, it was least delayed my confrontation with the living horrors gathering in the dark. Well, same to you too, Munchkin. I think it's getting close to for him to get fed. Inquisitor Creed 6 entry. I've lingered in this dank cell for one long, unsettling day and a night of terrors. Craig allowed me to witness the process by which we are preserving human bodies for what he calls the glorious dawn. I have gotten a glimpse of another consciousness within Craig, which is joined with or possibly in control of him. From the way he spoke, it is clear that there's some small part of a mere great excuse me. It is clear that this is not only some small part of a much greater conspiracy, and I suspect many other persons in key positions have possessed by things akin to what now inhibits Craig. I was arrogant in my initial handlings of Craig and seriously misjudged the power and scale and the threat we are faced with. Fortunately, Craig's own arrogance had led him to misjudge the resourcefulness of his prisoner. He has invited me to ascend beyond humanity by pledging myself to his cause or to join his inventory of embalmed corpses. I've been left to compliment my decision, but this cell, even magically warded, cannot hold the likes of me, and I have no intention of being here when Craig returns for my answer. And real quick, if you go back to where we grabbed those journal entries, we grabbed them from this cell here. And as you see, it looks like there was an explosion, and there's a some kind of arcane ritual written on the ground. So, looks like Krieg got out. And then Girthland votes for entry. It's unclear why the Therios are so interested in tissue preservation. One of my colleagues has poised that it might be intended to use human corpses as vessels for possession when they have more of their kind in our realm. Wagon loads of corpses continue to stream in day and night. The sheer quantity is staggering, and I begin to suspect that it's not merely executed criminals as we have been told. So it sounds like the Therios can possess also dead bodies, but only a limited quantity by how we've seen how these corpses shamble about. They don't seem to be very intelligent. But nevertheless, still deadly. Alright, we got some more Girthland's notes. Girthland notes, second entry. We entered stage 2 of our trials today, but the results were not what I anticipated. We progressed to a point where the corpses can endure for months, possibly years, with minimal, mostly external deterioration. Our ethereal overseer seems satisfied, and he or it unexpectedly placed his hand upon one of the corpses and released a spark of ethereal energy. The thing began to move as if it were alive again. It was a ghastly sight. What I found more troubling, though, is that these corpses are clearly not meant to serve as ethereal hosts. They become known to me as they prefer living hosts. The sheer number of corpses we are hauling through here suggests a far worse realization: an army. This will be my last entry, as I have determined to end my life. I cannot bring myself to carry out these abominational experiments any longer. I may have been already doomed humanity to my actions. Though I have long felt shunned by my fellows at the Academy and thought the Ethereals could offer me something greater, I can no longer be part of this. I fear that if they find my body, they'll be used me for their experimentations, so I must be discreet. Returning as one of those things would be unbearable. All right, Ringo, thank you so much for coming in and watching this, and also for that tweet you sent out and everything. That really means a lot to me. So, yeah, have a great rest of your Sunday, and hopefully I'll see you around again. Tomorrow I will be streaming Mass Effect. It is a great game. Take care.
Energy
Hey,
is
Trex.
low.
I'm doing pretty good. How's work going for you so far? Oh, that's good. After the last 7 weeks you've had. Tell you what, Strex, last night in Cards Against Humanity, you did not scar me. I played too many times of that game with my sister-in-law, and if you're not scarred by the time you're done with one game with her, then you are very strong-willed.
I don't have enough energy.
Corruption. Oh, I'm gonna end his suffering. Oh, yeah, that's right. Got that devotion skill. Could go decreased armor and bleeding resistance, or reduce stun duration and shield block damage and acid retaliation. We'll go for the armor first, and we'll take the other one with the next devotion. It looks like I am going to be able to get to rewarding. Might be a perfect way to end out the stream, killing off the first major boss of the game and ending Act 1. Nice big secret area here. Right through here. You go right through here and then boom. Autonomous lair. Got a spider stepping here, but also some good loot. Looks like we even have also one of those totems in here too. Kind of make out the outlines a little bit of the secret area, but it's kind of hard to actually see every single place you can go. I'm trying to remember which way out. Oh yeah, right here we are. You can see that over there. It's a little hard to notice. You have to go all the way over here, and then you might notice you can turn. They add a bunch of those little things all over the place. Just a bunch. All right, let's.
That skill's not ready.
8. All right, let's see what happens here. Have this. All right. Let's see if there's anything in our inventory that we want to switch out. Ooh, Gorefest. Bleeding damage over 3 seconds. 30% chance of 125% bleeding damage. 9% of attack converted to health. Cunning attack speed and rebuke. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. That's going to be really good. Got a Hound's Bite. This blade edge reeks with rock and corruption. Warmonger's Boulders. Ooh, those are really good. I want to keep those aside to use later on. Crimson Heart. Health regeneration, increased health regeneration, poison and acid resistance, 2 to veterancy. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this on. I don't get the experience gain, but I do like that health regeneration. What does that put my health regeneration at now? 97 per second. Nice. Increase my physical, cunning, armor, pierce resistance, and bleeding resistance. Let's see if... Actually, my damage per second goes up. Because of the cunning. And my armor stays about the same. Why would the armor stay the same, though? Oh, wait, my armor goes up. So yeah, these are better. Okay, I'll drop those out. Those that seek and cunning, increase armor. Yep. Put those boots on. Put the other ones away. Drop all that. This. Drop that guy. Drop him. Alright, keep all the rest of the stuff to sell into crop store way. Actually, I want to keep the final march. A good selling item. Alright. Die. There we go. Got him. Definitely the final stretch. Great. Hoping to get this far. Let's take out what's left in these storm rooms and then got clear sailing. Inner laboratory. It's not really all that big. Gotta go down here. Take out these guys. I could get one more level increase before the fight. Another one of those bookcases I can't destroy. Oh, the ground is so awesome.
My energy is low.
Of course it is. It's always low. And that shield throws is a energy sucker. Just takes all of it out. Alright, we're getting really close. I'm going to put a portal down. This one will kind of like my little saves. So if I die, I can portal right back to it. Zambrat's notes. We'll read that as soon as after I'm done with all this. And there's Zambrat himself. The Ascendant.
Out of energy.
Countdown here. It's just right beyond this section here. Oh, read that note, make sure everything's good. Should drop a portal. Alright, here's where this is the door to his chamber. Let's read this note. Zambrat notes. My colleague Guthran took his life today. That short-sighted fool. He could never see the big picture. This project is so different. Guthran could not fathom the glorious vision of the ethereals in the role we have to play as early human collaborators. This isn't about personal gain. We elevate humanity. Certainly there will be a cost in lives, but progress always has a price. So what if the dirty masses will perish in the glorious dawn when the ethereals reveal themselves to the world? To the ethereals we are some base primitive creature, as the Sith are to us. Those of us who serve, or better yet, bond with ethereals, shall forge a new human future. Short-sighted fool. They don't care about you. So all damage, elemental damage, no. Physical, internal trauma, those are just percentages. I really like the health regeneration. I want to do that for Krieg. Alright. Through here. Drop a portal right there. Alright.
I've been expecting you.
I know the battle is right there.
Do that yet.
When I'm done with you, I will crush your friends and Devil's Cluster. You're strong. Now, I will damage you with my true power.
And of course he has a second form. His monsters.
That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. do that yet.
Alright, let's damage everything in his lab. Take everything from him. Okay, so we got the Superior Warden Judgment of Spines, which we will not as good as what we have already, so we'll just put that aside. It's a monster infrequent, so you might want to keep it because it could be used in a experiment. So it is unclear how many innocent men lost their lives at the mercy of this weapon. Got some brain detained matter, which is good. Brain matter is always the hardest one to get. Let's see the massive of Warden Craig. Warden Craig, excuse this cord for form of communication. I am far to the north, and it seems my thoughts are unable to reach you. In all future material correspondence, we will use our host names in common human language forms. I write looking for clarification of recent perplexing reports of your conduct. Is it true that you've been incarcerating and tormenting humans? What is the purpose for this? It would seem that your host's predilections are affecting your own behavior. You must bring this under your control and cease this superfluous activity. Your role is to facilitate our laboratories with a collection of corpses. Limit yourself to the perimeters of this task, or you'll be recalled. Sounds like Warden Craig wasn't doing everything that Ethereal High Command wanted him to do. He was doing some things on his own. Everything else here we cannot use or for different kinds of skills. Got here the Mark of the Sea. We'll put that aside and see if it's worth it when we get to that level 32 for that. That's everything in here. So let's go ahead and travel back to Devil Crossing. Talk to Bourbon. Let him know that we finished. It looks like he's talking to someone too. Someone new has arrived.
Is it finished? Is the warden dead?
I tracked him down and took his life.
The warden's defeat is a great victory for us, nay, for all of humankind. But there are many more ethereals out there, some much more powerful than Krieg. Perhaps more disturbing, though, there are those of our own kind who would see us dead to take what little we have, or just for the pleasure of killing. Among the innocent who passed through this prison on their way to Krieg's lab were many violent criminals, murderers, and worse. Many of them escaped to the northwest after the grim dawn, forming into ruthless gangs who prey upon drifters still traveling the roads. Since a river separates us and them, they have not been a problem thus far. Except we need farmers to get back to the business of growing food before we all starve to death. The farmland that supplied this region is to the northwest, and we need to secure a hold there. Mornay recently returned from Old Arkovia to the northwest and can give you details on the outlaw situation and what needs to be done. I realize that you have been through much in recent days, but we cannot rest just yet.
Ask some questions. That's what I can. What happened to Burwich now? I mentioned that in time we will reclaim it for humanity. The area is still overrun by the dead, though, so we have to move carefully. How was Moray able to explore Old Arcavia? The bridge was destroyed after his trek north. We thought he died out there. It seems taken more than bandits and ravenous beasts to bring down old Moray. Also got some lot of reputation. I have another question. How long do you think we could out here? The supplies we got, I suspect that we would have at least a couple of months on strict rations. The prison itself is in a solid defensible position with plenty of space to provide shelter for our people. We're not planning on leaving here unless we absolutely had to. And we all change when our food supply starts running out. I have other questions. This one just replays the exact same old brief he just gave us. So
The warden's defeat is a great victory.
I will speak to him. Alright. We will speak to him next time. we will pick up here where we last left off. I've defeated the warden, and we will talk to Mori after this to see what we have to do to start off the second act of Grim Dawn. I want to thank you, everyone who came in today, those who also lurked, those who watched, and anyone who has followed. That means a lot to me. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. Now let's see who is on for a raid. Let me first quit to the desktop here so we can let's see here. Who is on right now? Who's live right now? Ah, Shady Joker. We got to raid him. All right. Everyone, I want to thank you once again for joining me today. It's a lot of fun. We got a lot of more advancements, and I'm glad to see that people are enjoying my stream of Grim Dawn. I didn't think this would actually be a very big success as it is, but it actually really is. A lot of people really like it. So, anyway, thank you for joining me, and we will be rating Shady Joker here, and I hope you all will have a great rest of your Sunday night, and I will see you tomorrow for Mass Effect, which will be about 10 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time. See you all later. Goodbye.
Potapin is the artist? Oh, okay. I did not know that. I did not know that. Those look so good. Yo. Battle Wolf.